Hello everyone. Today we start with a new chapter, chapter 6, solids, liquids and gases. Today from this chapter we will learn what is matter and three states of matter. Matter exists in three different forms: solids, liquids and gases. First topic is what is matter. Any substance that occupies space and has mass is called matter. Books, tables, chairs, water, air, oils, all are the examples of matter. Books, tables, chairs, all these things has space. All these things have space and they have a mass also. So that's why it is called matter. Matter is made up of very small particles. The particles of different substances have a different mass, shape and size. The particles are arranged in different ways in different substances. So anything that has mass and takes up space is called matter, and matter is made up of particles known as atoms. Next our topic is states of matter. In nature, matter exists in three different forms: solids, liquids and gases. These forms are called physical states of matter. The different forms of or states of matter exist because of the differences in the arrangement of particles. Each state of matter has different properties. So first we will learn about the properties of solids. Solids. Solids have a fixed size and shape. They are hard and rigid. They do not flow. All these properties are called solids. Objects with all these properties are called solids. Chair, books, pair of scissors, all are the examples of solids because they need space and they have a fixed size and shape. They are very rigid and hard and they cannot flow. So all these are the examples of solids. Next, arrangement of particles in solids. Here from the picture we can understand that the particles in a solid are tightly packed with no space in between. The particles cannot move around freely. So that is why the solids have a fixed shape and size and they cannot flow. So if we take the example of the particles in solids, then we will take the example of a classroom. The particles in solids are like the children in the classroom in the presence of the teacher. When the teacher teaches, at that time the children, they remain very quiet in the class. They cannot talk to other children. They cannot run here and there. They sit quietly in the class. But they may twist and turn in their seats. The particles in solids also show such movements. Next is liquid. The following are the properties of liquids. Liquids have no definite shape. They take the shape of the container they are poured into. The volume of a liquid remains fixed no matter what container it is poured into. Liquids can flow very easily. All these are the properties of liquids. Oil, honey, milk, juice, all are the examples of liquids because they can flow and they will take the shape of the container. Next, arrangement of particles in liquids. In liquids, here in the picture we can see that the particles are loosely packed and have small spaces in between. Thus, the particles in liquids can move around a bit. This is why liquids can flow. So if we take the example of a classroom again, the particles in a liquid are like children in a classroom during the absence of teacher. If the teacher is not there in the class, then the children move away, they will move from their seats and they will walk around the class, and they talk to their friends. They can move freely here and there. So that is the example of the arrangement of particles in liquids. Next, gases. Gases are all around us. The air surrounding us is a mixture of a number of gases. But we cannot see the gases, but we can feel their presence. Here are some properties of gases. Gases have a definite mass but no definite shape and volume. Gases readily expand. They occupy all the volume or space available to them. Gases flow freely in all directions. All these are the properties of gases. Next, arrangement of particles in gases. In gases, the particles are very loosely packed. The particles have a lot of space in between. As a result, the particles constantly move freely. Hence, gases flow swiftly. So here from the picture we can understand that the particles are loosely packed and it can move very freely. And if we take the example that the particles in gases are like students playing on a playground. In the playground, the students, they can move constantly and run in all directions. So it is very difficult to control the students or the children in the playground, because they easily move here and there and run here and there. So we cannot control them like that. The gases also, the gases can move freely, and it no definite shape and volume also. They can freely move freely or flow freely in all directions. So today we learnt about matter and 3 states of matter, and today's your homework is read chapter 6 page number 58, 59, 60 and 61, and draw the arrangement of particles in solids, liquids and gases in the copy. Thank you. Have a nice day.